She is literally on the largest mountain in the world. What's up guys? My name is Norris. I hope that you are really well today and that today you achieved something that maybe you otherwise wouldn't have achieved. And if you haven't done it yet, stop watching this video and go and do it. Anyway, I hope that you are loving on yourself, leading yourself and hanging out with eagles. My name is Norris and this is the Gup House where everything in my life goes down. Today, I am going to talk about this book, my bookshelf, my bookshelf, my bookshelf, that I read. I've never done a book review, but this is how I'm going to do it. So this book is called The Girl Who Climbed Everest by Bonita, Norris. I actually picked up this book in the summer while I was in Waterstones because it looked cool. And turns out the girl is from England and she was like 22 when she climbed Everest. I love that, it's a true story, I love that it really is her, I love that she wrote the book. I love that she achieved that, so well done Bonita Norris. I found that half of it is basically Mount Everest and her expedition to Mount Everest, and then the other half is kind of like her going on, now she's obviously like addicted to that feeling, and her going on and climbing other massive mountains. That one's maybe a bit harder in some areas or challenge her in new ways. I would say the strongest bit is definitely the bit about Everest, because you're hooked on that one story and you're reading every page, getting that extra bit of detail. So here it is, Everest. It's kind of on the border between Nepal and China, right there. And I'm basically going to go through my favourite quotes of this book. Base camp, it was a riot of colour, yellow, orange and blue tents, bright jackets and clashing trousers. People like us don't climb mountains like Everest. Emma showed me how your attitude to a situation can change everything, not just for you, but for your whole team. Honestly, that is what I think about life. It was the first time I thought about how people around you can affect your potential. Hashtag hang out with eagles. Clearly Bonita had some amazing team leaders around her, so hang out with eagles, surround yourself with good people. Oh, this quote was throughout the whole first half, it was really good. This is when you decide whether you want to be a runner or a very good runner. Feel like you quit just as when you're getting good at something. Maybe you're doing an instrument and you quit just when it's getting better, or when I did gymnastics and I quit just when I was getting pushed. I just didn't have the mental capacity or that maturity to do it then. I had to do things that nourished the real me. The thing I didn't know about Everest, which you might not know, is one, if you want to climb it well, it's about £50,000 to go. The Sherpas are amazing. It sounds like through this book, they basically run the operation and they climb with people, they're checking your oxygen tank. So they really sound like the people that run the show. The true hero was Sandeep, our team's water porter. His job was to collect water from the glacial pool and bring it back to base camp. He made this trip 20 times a day. They are the people that help people climb Everest. Sandeep, bless you brother, bless your family. So what I didn't know, that I also learned through this book, is that you don't just go to Everest and climb up Everest then come down again. It's a massive long process. They just keep rotating, like up to first, second, first, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah. And then they go and do the whole thing, but they wait until like the weather is right. The guys on the radios all like talking to each other, making sure everything's ready. Like, is this a good day to go? Like, oh, we can't summit today. Like, I just getting into the life of these climbers and the phrases they use was really fun. Your body has to acclimatise to the fact there's basically no oxygen, and Bonita talks about how you can barely breathe and you can barely talk and you don't want to eat. Oh, this was great. Commitment is doing the thing you said you'd do long after you said you'd do it. That really resonated in my life. Like, I don't know, uni or a job that you have, or like I've helped start church. Some of the most amazing friends that I have are the people that are consistent in what they do. Like, consistent with the Lord, consistent, you know, people that aren't fluttering about. There wasn't a single day where I didn't do something towards Everest. I'd like to go to Everest Base Camp. This was a really lovely bit. This is the bit I really liked in the book. And then I saw it. The one thing I'd come to see. The thing that had lit the fire in my heart the first moment I'd heard about it. It was the thing I dreamed about in my bedroom and that kept me going when I was desperate to give up. It was the thing I wanted to break free from. Leaving my family behind. This was the reason. Risking my life. Climbing the world's highest mountain to see. It was the curvature of the earth, and it was illuminated by the fiery orange glow of sunrise. I fell to my knees and burst into tears. Oh, so good. I'm really impressed with her writing, actually. So she struggled, something on the way back, she dropped her glove. And so someone gave her a glove which put someone else in danger. And I think that really affected her confidence. So the reason the second half of the book is interesting is to see how she, like, responded to that. It's amazing what can happen when someone believes in you. Even when you're not sure you believe in yourself. I totally love that. If you're afraid to fail, you never might take that first step. Ultimately, not taking the first step is the biggest failure of all, because that way you deny yourself the journey. Bonita Norris, the girl that climbed Everest. Lead yourself, love yourself, hang out with eagles, and you can be achieving stuff like this.
I wish I could feel your face.